Hey guys, you're watching Let's Talk About Prepping. I'm Tyler, your host, and in this quick video I want to share with you some more results from my Preppermint test. I've been running this experiment for a couple months, so if you haven't seen the other videos, I'll put a link in the description down below. But the gist is that I have some pretty common prepper foods in this glass jar along with some peppermint candy canes and gum, because I noticed that peppermint tends to get into the packaging of other candies. So I'm using this to run a little experiment on common prepper foods. And today, I'm going to try out this top ramen and this jar of peanut butter that were factory sealed and put into this peppermint jar for a couple months. So let's get into that taste test. Alright, so I'm going to start first with the top ramen because the flavor of this one isn't nearly going to drown out the flavor of that one, as would happen going the other way around. Now, I've done this with rice before, and although the rice itself did smell like peppermint, it seemed to have been steamed out in the cooking process. And so I'm a little worried that if I were to boil this top ramen, it might foul any results. So I'm going to be a heathen today and eat this dry like I did in my childhood. But first, we're going to smell it and see if any of the peppermint smell permeated through the packaging to the noodles underneath. Well, I'm going to smell it. You'll watch me do this. So I can definitely smell peppermint as well as the sort of usual stale ramen noodle smell. Very interesting. So what you're about to see will likely be disturbing to some viewers. Alright, so I could definitely taste the peppermint in that one. It was not overpowering, but it was a definite afternote. Like I said, it didn't bother me too much, and I'm a little picky with my peppermint getting into candy, at least when I want to enjoy that candy. But in a survival situation where you're eating this top ramen for sustenance, heaven forbid that that's what you need to do, the peppermint flavor that is in it, even with the seasoning, which overpowers it, but you can still taste the peppermint as an aftertaste. It's doable. It's not something that any reasonable person would turn their nose up at when they're hungry. So definitely doable, but it definitely gets in there. It would be interesting to see how this boils out, and I might add another one in to see if it does so. But I'm not too worried about it because it's not that bad. But it does beg the question, what other things like garage smells or fumes would get into your top ramen? Alright, I'm going to grab another spoon and we're going to try out this peanut butter. Alright, peanut butter is a very popular prepper item, and for good reason. It's extremely nutritious, good calories, pretty cheap, and it's good on the go. So I've got a jar just like this in my bug out bag, and peanut butter throughout my preps. So I'm going to take a smell of this to see if it smells like anything besides just overpoweringly peanut buttery, and we'll take the taste test to see if any peppermint got inside that thing. I smell nothing but peanut butter. Alright, I couldn't taste any peppermint with that, and I'm pretty impressed. I wasn't sure how this plastic would fare against the peppermint, but it seems to have done well. I took a taste of some from the top and some from sort of down the side. And I'm pretty confident to say that I couldn't taste any peppermint. Whether that means that none got in or that peanut butter is simply a juggernaut of flavor, hard to say. But I'm pretty happy with how this round turned out. I'd have no problem with eating any of that food in pretty much any situation, even just camping. Now, I don't know about musky top ramen. Definitely something to think about. Maybe I'll wrap a package in duct tape and see if it smells like duct tape after that. Anyways, I do plan on doing some more scientific looking into this experiment and looking at some molecule sizes and plastic permeability, things like that. So do stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching and stay safe out there, everyone.